On the channel, we're going to dive into the crossover event of a generation that we never thought we needed, and maybe we still don't, Todd. It's Slash, aka Storm Shadow, Leonardo, aka Snake Eyes, for the Ninja Turtle G.I. Joe crossover from Playmates.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for a first in a series of videos coming up on the channel of a G.I. Joe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover figures from Playmates. And today we got Storm Shadow Slash, we've got Snake Eyes, aka Leonardo. But for all your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle G.I. Joe crossover needs, do what I did. Head to Jay'sToysAndGames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. They got these bad boys in stock right now, so head over to Jay'sToysAndGames.com. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. When this was first announced, a lot of people said this can't be real. This can't be real, but it obviously is. We have them here at the table today. But never in my mind did I ever think of a G.I. Joe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover. I remember wrestling We've had so many different brands. I'm not going to list them all of all the crossovers over the years. But I was a little bit shocked by this one here, and it is down to the wire as, of course, 2026 is the great year of change in the toy industry with so many licenses changing and brands changing, all that kind of stuff. It is a wild year, and I've said it before on this channel. I even did a video about it. We look back 10 years from now, and say, man, 2026 was really a changing of the guards in the toy industry. And this is a big part of it here as Playmates losing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license that they've had since the mid-'80s. Losing it to Mattel, and they're going out with a bang with a Hasbro property in G.I. Joe. So it's an interesting matchup here, and it's some interesting looks at some of these figures. And as I said, we're going to unbox a bunch of these here on the channel. So make sure you do subscribe to this channel. Check out Patreon for early access, all that kind of fun stuff. But let's dive into it. I always preferred Storm Shadow over Snake Eyes. Yep, I'm that guy. So I'm going to dive into old Storm Shadow here, see what all the fuss is about. How about? There it is, old Storm Shadow as Slash, which I think kind of makes sense, I guess. Maybe, I guess Shredder makes the most sense as Cobra Commander, so this is another one. Slash, known for slashing things. Storm Shadow, a ninja. The math checks out. You got the very famous logos at the top, two iconic logos at the top. Window box, glamour shot. What's it say here? Storm Shadow Slash, 4 and up on this one here. Slash on the side. A little bit of that brick action there in green. Got the G.I. Joe file card, which is fun, and then you do got the cross-sell, always be promoting your brands. You got a little checklist back there. Love to see that. Modern Mutant action figures is what these are. 21 points of articulation on this one. Reading the file card here, I'll try to go through it pretty quick. File name Slash. He is an assassin. Secondary specialty is intelligence. Birthplace classified. Interesting. Storm Shadow could trace his family history through 30 generations of pet turtles, of which he is the first to become an assassin. He can break through walls with his spiked shell, move in sewers with blinding speeds, and enduring unspeakable hardship and pain if it means seeing a palm tree. Qualified expert, longbow, samurai sword, throwing stars, nunchuck sticks, sai, 8th degree black belt in 5 martial arts. Ripper's pet turtle disappeared a year ago. It was his if he was wiped out, nobody will own up to it. And if he's still around, where did he go? Well, quite the file card on that one, but I do appreciate it. I think that is pretty darn cool. Very cool. I wish Hasbro with the G.I. Joe Classified series would still have the file card on the back of the package for us. It is what it is, though. See you later, goodbye. See you later, shuffle, goodbye. And oh, my twist ties. Are you kidding me? There's old Storm Shadow right there. And we've got a plethora of twist ties. I was not expecting this. Well, let's go over to Snake Eyes first. That's what we're going to do. We're going to check out Snake Eyes here, and then we're going to take it offline. So stick with me, folks. But there it is. A little bit more articulation on this one. 23 points on Snake Eyes. Same style of packaging, of course. There's Leo Snake Eyes, which makes sense. He is the swordsman. Long swordsman, Todd McFarlane. Cross-sell on the back. Then we got the file card. Let's read the back, see what it says about Snake Eyes. File name Leonardo, primary specialty infantry, secondary specialty hand to foot clan combat, birthplace classified once again. Snake Eyes is proficient in 12 different unarmed fighting systems, ninjutsu, kung fu, jujitsu, and is highly skilled in the use of edged weapons. He has received extensive training from his sensei in underwater demolitions, also known as sewer lair renovation, desert survival, Coney Island, and Arctic survival, walk-in freezer at the pizza parlor. Qualified expert, all ooze, both mutagen and retro mutagen, small arms. This mutant is a total mystery, but he's really good at his job. Heck, he's the perfect turtle. So a little action there, a little nod to Snake Eyes, a little nod to the turtle universe. I am here for it. I think that is a pretty fun idea. See you later, goodbye. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison, looking a lot like a Playmates turtle figure. I don't fault it. That's what it's half of it is anyways. But I'm going to take Slash and Snake Eyes, Leonardo, Storm Shadow, offline, get all these twist ties out. We'll be back talking all things G.I. Joe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, here we are a couple hours later. Finally got all the twist ties out, man. It was an absolute battle with this one. Move over, Mattel. Move over, Todd McFarlane. We got a new twist tie player in the game, and it's Playmate Toys. But we're going to start off with Storm Shadow / Slash. Got to say, by the look at the loadout here, a lot more bang for your buck with this one. Plenty of accessories with Slash here. We're going to start with the little bow. I guess no arrow for him, but you got a bow here like a young Shiro once upon a time. But you do got a nice bow and arrow ready to go, ready to do what it needs to do. A very Slash-like weapon here, of course, with a knuckle duster in the front and a knife. Love the purple color on here. Very cool, very on brand for Slash. We do get 2 katanas, different than Snake Eyes. I appreciate the attention to detail there, making them different. They could have used the same thing. I don't know if anybody would have batted an eye, but looking good here in black with the gray handles on that one there. And then another very Slash-like weapon here. Was it a mace? Is that what they call these things? A mace. A piece of wood with a big spiky ball at the top. Got that going on for him. And then we got the backpack. And we got spots to store stuff in the backpack. We can store everything on the figure. And I guess there's the arrows there. They are not removable out of here. But it plugs in, dare I say, G.I. Joe style into the shell for the backpack. We're here for that. So love to be able to store everything on the character. But now we got Slash Storm Shadow out of the package. Looking pretty good right here. I love the bright yellow eyes. I look at this and I immediately see Storm Shadow, and then I also see Slash. So they really nailed this one. This looks pretty darn cool. Slash always looking like a Ninja Turtle, but just a little further mutated, a little bit more spiky, and a little bit more mean mugging in the face. And that's what we got here today. Got the ninja bandana over the top like Storm Shadow. Got some messed up teeth there, man. He better see a dentist real quick, real quick. You got the sash over the front with a little throwing star in there, just like Storm Shadow. Got the Cobra insignia, so you know what team he's on. This is bad guy era Storm Shadow. You got the slash in the belt buckle like we saw as a hallmark to his figures over the years. Got the slash coming down there. Some skulls in the belt as well, looking very nice. On the shell here, you got the hole in the shell for the backpack, of course. You got a little action there. You got some holster on the side here as well, so you can store the knife back there, as I believe what that is for. Shoulder guards up here in that nice kind of purplish color. Bluish skin tone teal, we'll call it on this one here. You got elbow pads with a little spike in it. You got the Wolverine style claws up the front there and on both hands there, looking very good. Both gripping hands on him. No extra hands or anything like that. You do got the ninja pants all the way down, and then you got the knee pads here with the spikes. Once again, you got the very slash-like feet with the yellow toenails, teal skin tone. Got some of the ninja wrappings there. Got a hole in his foot, but it's a big hole. Don't have any stands for this one. But as we can see, these guys stand just fine on their own. There's no use for that. Apparently, he's got 23 points RT, or 21 points and 23 points. So feel free to count them if you want. But we do got arms that go all the way around. You do got double-jointed pinned elbows. Pinned elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. No waist articulation on here. You do get the splits if you need them. So we get a little bit of split action. Leg goes up, double jointed pin knees, then you get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. So that is the articulation for him. But boy, he looks good. I got to say, I'm not over the moon with this. I originally said I wasn't going to get him, but then they came into Jay's and I saw him in person. I said, I can save 15%. Next thing you know, I'm picking up some of these Turtle G.I. Joe mashup figures. Probably going to have their own shelf. And it'd be good if my Turtle collection and Joe collection was in the same room. It would be a great transition piece where the Turtles are here and the Joes are here and they kind of meet in the middle where they swap. That'd be a good idea, but not the case in my collecting room. But a very solid figure For what it is, it feels good. The value is here. These are fairly cheap figures. We see that historically with Playmates, and we get it here today. Nice loadout on Slash, Storm Shadow as well. But now we dive over to Snake Eyes, and as I said, not feeling as much loadout on this one, but I believe there's a Snake Eyes in Timber coming, isn't there? Is it with a vehicle, or is it coming later as a 2-pack? I can't remember. Maybe I'm dreaming that, but I don't think I am. And I think it was like Razar was going to be Timber. I don't know. Either way, we got the machine gun here. Very machine gun on top, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on the bottom. So once again, a beautiful mashup here with the neon green. Looking good there with the Uzi. And then you got the 2 katana blades. If you're going to be Leonardo or Snake Eyes, more like it, you're going to have stuff like this. So all in black, looking very good. No issues with that, but feels a little less than for the same price than Slash Storm Shadow. But here we are. We got old Leo. Now, you know it's Leo because of the blue. That's how I always know my turtles. I'm one of those guys that came into it at the cartoon, not beforehand, where everybody had the same colors. That's my turtle. So blue is Leonardo. Got that Leonardo face there with the teeth, giving the cheesy smile going on. Got the bandana in the back looking very good. And then it also looks like a visor like Snake Eyes. So looking good there. You got the grenades in the front here, the old bandolier. And then on the backpack here, it's on the sash, but you can store both of his katana blades there if you need to. Looks like we got a sculpted in knife on the side. It is not removable. You got another pocket over here. You got the blue elbow pads going on. You got some pockets sculpted in up there on the biceps as well. Even some arrows here on the hand. And you got the gloves in black. 2 gripping hands for Leo as well, as you can imagine. You got the L right here, so you know it's Leo. Once again, another hallmark of the turtles over the years. He's got boots on. He's got the black outfit on. It's feeling Snake Eyes vibes is what we're doing. Arms all the way around on this one. No bicep, but we get double jointed pinned elbows. Hands back and forth side to side. Head back and forth side to side. No waist on this one. Splits, they are there. Goes up for the big boot, looking good. Double jointed pin knees. Ankles back forth side to side, up and down. Plenty of movement out of there. But I don't know. What are the 2 extra articulation points that he has over Slash? I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I don't see what that would be, but maybe I'm missing it. I'm not sure. But it does look like Leo Snake Eyes. It does feel like the mashup that makes sense, I guess, is what we'll call it. So there it is. Old Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, Slash and Leonardo, depending how you want to call them. We'll go back and forth, of course. But looking good. But Slash feels like a lot more bang for the buck for me out of these 2. There's no doubt. But we do got, there are other versions here. We got the Playmates version of Slash looking good. Playmates version of Leo right here looking good. No issues with that. And then we take it to the classified line. We got Snake Eyes, Fortnite edition Snake Eyes, a deep cut. A lot of people forget about that one. And then I got the retro Storm Shadow right there. So could we say we're playing all the hits between the Turtles and Joes right here today? Yeah, maybe. An interesting first look for me with these figures here. Now, we will unbox Krang and Cobra Commander together, and then the other 3 Joes in a separate video. So make sure you subscribe, check those out. Be very interested to see how those net out as well. But this actually beat my expectations. Slash, the clear winner between the 2 for me. But an interesting toy line, there's no doubt. No word if we're getting more series. We'll see what happens. We're getting dangerously close to the end of the license. We'll see where it ends up going, but it might just be one of those nice quick bookend sets in and out, and that's what it's going to be. So we'll see, but what's your thoughts on these 2? You picking up any of these? I have to imagine a lot of people out there saying, I'm going to wait for a future clearance event of a generation. I could also understand that as well. But if you need them now and you want to save some money, head over to jaystoysandgames.com and let me know in the comments your thoughts on these 2 figures in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to both my channels. Check out Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for a little Turtles G.I. Joe crossover, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?